Hey, I'm John from White Cloud Workshop, and today I'm going to make one of these rings from a skateboard. I'm super excited to try making one of these. They look pretty simple to make, and it doesn't look like you need a lot of special tools or equipment. Let's get started. I start by taking an old skateboard and removing the grip tape with a heat gun. I chop a more manageable piece off with a drop saw. Using an old ring of mine, I find the right size drill bit. It's better to go one size smaller, as sanding the inside can take off a fair bit of wood. I mark the rough size of the ring with a pen and use a coping saw to cut it out. My sister has since told me I've been using the coping saw upside down, so don't do it this way. Here I made my first mistake. I'd cut the ring out of a curved section of board, but I drilled straight down instead of drilling in the same direction as the curve. This made the ring all sorts of wrong. Time to restart the process on a flat piece of board. Much better. I sand off the chunky bits with a rough 120 grit sandpaper. You can do all of this by hand, but I got out the belt sander to speed things up. This is way faster. Just gotta watch my fingers. Using some old plumbing bits along with some masking tape, I made a bit that will fit one end in the drill and the skate ring on the other end. You can use anything for this really, pipe, marker pens, whatever will fit in your drill. Now I start sanding it smooth. I found using foam sanding pads were the best as they curve around the ring. I'd put them under sandpaper sheets to get the same effect. I moved down the grits starting with 180, 260, 360, 400, 800, 1200 and finish on 2000. Okay, so I've run into a bit of an issue here. The rings keep coming out quite uneven in thickness. I thought if I kept sanding them that would fix the problem, but then they've just come out really thin and not very good. So what I've realized is that the problem has been with this drill bit here, hitting the rings right on the end. This is quite wobbly at the end and a bit uneven, and placing them so far down sort of only exacerbates the problem. So I've made a new drill bit here which is much closer down towards the chuck, and that seems to have solved all the issues. I cut out a new ring and go through the same sanding process. This time the ring turned out perfectly even. I give the outer edges a sand and cleaned up the inside as well. A tack cloth is used to remove any dust before applying finishing. For the finish I tried a few methods. The first was using a cheap super glue. I used a few drops and spread it around. Once it was dry, I applied another couple of coats
Then used some superfine synthetic steel wool to smooth it out, after which I applied another couple of coats. For the inside I used the cotton bud. This method turned out surprisingly well, giving it a hard coat with a shiny luster on the outside. On another ring I tried some wood buffing oil, which is a mix of oils and waxes. This looked promising, but the finish came out pretty dull. The last method I tried was a wood lacquer spray. I tried this on a few other rings I made, giving them 3 or 4 coats. They came out with a beautiful shine, and this method was much easier and faster to apply. Done.
I definitely love doing this project. I definitely recommend it for anyone who wants a simple project to get started that doesn't require a lot of tools or equipment. I had a few hiccups at the start, but once those were sorted out, I was turning out those rings really fast. It would only take me about half an hour to make a new one from scratch. The belt sander and the drill do most of the work, and the finish is really quick and easy to apply. The best thing I liked about making these is seeing how they've come out from different coloured boards. Once that finish goes on, bam, they look amazing. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, click over here. If you want to see more videos, click down here or up here. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time. Click here, and click over here. Over here and here. Here and here. From a skateboard. Let's do it.